Happy Friday. Mayor Dan Pope with a weekly update. Hope you've had a great week. Certainly been eventful. Let's start with our council meeting earlier this week. A couple things out of that I want to mention. One, we took action to extend the memorandum of understanding between the city and South Plains College regarding what they're going to call their downtown center. As you may recall, when we move out of City Hall late this year, we expect that South Plains College will move in. We think that sometime this summer we'll be able to execute a contract for them to purchase the building. And we've worked with partners and with South Plains College to make sure that they'd have funding to retrofit the building so they would be able to provide a downtown educational center for our residents, whether they be right out of high school or those that need retraining somewhere else, somewhere at some point in their career. But also, we think, even further strengthen their relationship with Texas Tech. So more news to follow on that, but I wanted to mention that. We also approved our water use management plan. It's something that the state asks us to do every 5 years, and we just updated our strategic water plan. This has more to do with conservation, and I think it's timely, and I'll make a couple of quick points. First of all, we're making great progress as it pertains to water conservation. Over the last 18 years, we've reduced our average water used per citizen per day by 35%. We'll put some stats out next week, send you some slides so you can look at it. But we're on the right track, and I think that's very important. Water, our water story is a good news story. It's one that we tell all the time, and one of the reasons we've been successful is the fact that our citizens have bought into conservation. The best dollar we can spend is conserving water. That means we don't have to make further investments in water infrastructure. You can also this month help us with the Mayor's Water Challenge. There's a national water challenge going on, a conservation effort. We'll put a link up with the video this week. There's prizes to be won, but you go through and take a conservation pledge, a water conservation pledge. You answer 4 questions. You can do it in about a minute. It's all online, and I hope you'll do that. We're in 6th place in the country on this challenge as of late yesterday afternoon. It'd be a lot of fun to win it, and if we win, there's some prizes for our community, including for a nonprofit in our community. So more to follow on that. Finally, just a little wrap on the Texas Tech Final Four national championship efforts. What a great ride we had. It's been remarkable. We had a little bit of a downside last Saturday night in our community with some knuckleheads that caused some problems, and I'm thankful for the way our police handled that situation. We handled it in a peaceful fashion. Those that found it to be of great theater and started that, we'll be dealing with those. We've got lots of great video, and frankly, it's amazing how many of the people that are right in the middle of it shared their own videos that night, and you sort of wonder about the intelligence of that crew. But regardless of that, putting that aside, it was a remarkable run, and it was good for Lubbock and Tech. And let me share some stats with you. So between the 17th of March, that was Selection Sunday, and April 8th, earlier this week, there were 6,990 articles, either in newspapers, on TV shows, posted online and online press. Those articles about either Texas Tech or Lubbock, or Tech with a Lubbock mention. If we had to buy that advertising, so if we had gone out and buy that same advertising, it would have cost us nearly $54 million. So that's the kind of value we got from that exposure. We also received, there were nearly 10,000 social posts about the same topics, and that reached north of 115 million people. In fact, I saw some, this is from I didn't make these numbers up, although it sounds like something I might have, but it comes from a group, I'm actually going to tell you their name. well, maybe I'm not because I can't look and see it right off the top of my head. But we hire a service that helps us track these kind of things all year long. I saw a separate report just on social media and the reach that they took the 68 teams that played in the tournament, and Tech led the way on social media. And it was Tech and then Duke, and then there was a big drop to number 3. And so really a great exposure for our university, great exposure for our community, and I think further supports us. I guess it's maybe more wind at our back. I'm thankful for all of you. I'm thankful for your good ideas. I'm really thankful for your prayers. I look forward to talking to you next week. Have a great weekend.